Okay, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome to the barbecue. My name's Jeff and I'm your chef, and this is breaking news right now. It's funny because last night I did a live stream and I was talking about the type of men who harm women. Now today we've got the former Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, Justin Fairfax, has apparently killed his wife and himself. This is what we were talking about on last night's live stream. I said men with power, men with money, they do not like rejection. So apparently his wife served him divorce papers. And I said on last night's live stream, these are the type of men that don't like rejection. They cannot take it that a woman says, I no longer want to be with you, or I don't like this and that about you. These men wig out. Powerful men, rich men, they don't know how to take it because they've always gotten their way. Just like the men in the manosphere, they've always gotten their way because they got money now. So the moment you reject them, they feel hurt. We're going to review this news clip right here about what happened, because I'm telling you, this is what I mean when I say these men with power will hurt women at some point. Let's get into this interview.
Former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax is dead. Fairfax County Police confirming he died in a murder-suicide at his home in Annandale. These are live pictures of the scene from Chopper 4. News 4 was on the scene overnight after someone inside the home called 911. Fairfax was once a rising star among Democrats. He was poised to become Virginia's next governor until two women accused him of sexual assault. He denied the accusations and was never charged.
So once again, a man who had something going on behind the scenes, some double life, some second life going on, didn't like the fact that people were discovering that he wasn't this all-powerful, all-moral guy. And usually men with money, it happens. They put on this facade, they put on this front, they show the public that they're one way, and they get all these accolades and all this praise. And then when you find out, they're nothing but the average asshole, nothing different from anybody else. They crumble. Now they want to say, oh, well, actually, that's not me. I'm perfect. I didn't do that. That's not my personality. I'm actually the king y'all thought I was. They always get exposed for who they are, and that's when they start cracking.
Virginia Bureau Chief Julie Carey is speaking to people who knew Fairfax best, but we begin with News 4's Megan McGrath and the investigation. Megan, what have police told you?
Well, just a terrible situation here. And if you look behind me, you can see the police are still here on the scene. Just about an hour ago or so, the bodies were removed from the home. Now, former Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax and his wife, Serena, shared this home in Annandale with their two teenage children. But according to court documents...
And they were married for 20 years. 20 years. Forgot to tell you that. So when people tell you, oh, we've been married for a long time, what did I say on last night's live stream? A long marriage don't mean you had a family for that long. It just means you were married for that long. Families are being torn and broken by evil men. Now, because what happened to Ashley, Janae, that was with the white guy, and everybody was blaming her for it. This is why you died, because you're with a white man. This woman is with an accomplished black man. What do you think black men are going to be saying now? Do you think they're going to have the same sentiment that they had toward Ashley? Or are they going to say, oh, yeah, well, you deserve to die because you were with a white man? Are they going to say, oh, you deserve to die because you was with a black man, an accomplished black man? You deserve to die. You should have got with one of us hood rat dudes. You deserve to die. No, they won't say that, because neither woman deserved to die. These are evil men. Doesn't matter what race they are. They're evil men, and they're taking it out on women. All of these men out there that hate women, y'all got to pay attention. A lot of these men hate women, and y'all got to wake up to the evil that's going on around you before you end up in a situation where you think because some man has you on his hip for 20 years that he really loves you. These men hate women. Trust me.
And police, the marriage was falling apart. Last night, things came to a head when Justin Fairfax shot and killed his wife and then turns the gun on himself. The couple's two children were home when it happened. It was their son that made the 911 call. Police came to the home on Guinevere Drive following a 911 call from a child inside the house. He told the dispatcher that he thought his father may have stabbed his mother and that she was bleeding, and he did not know where his father was. As the investigation unfolded, police quickly realized that the couple involved was former Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax and his wife, Serena, and that the weapon involved was a gun not a knife.
I'm here to confirm the identity of our shooter in this murder-suicide that happened several hours ago as former Lt Governor Justin Fairfax.
Now, I'm going to stop it right there. I also said on last night's live stream, when I went through my divorce, I told my son, I would rather have you in 2 happy households than 1 miserable household. I told him that because I wanted him to understand that it had nothing to do with him. It was between me and his mom, and we were just at a point where we just didn't want to be together no more. She was a good woman. I'm a good guy. We just didn't match up. To this day, we're cool. I could text her right now and be like, hey, what's up? She'd be like, nothing, what's up with you? We cool like that. We had a child together. We have to deal with each other for the rest of our lives and our grandkids' lives and our great-grandkids' lives. So I can't harbor hate for that woman. But I told my son, the reason why we're not together is because we would rather have you in 2 happy homes than 1 miserable home. So when you got people walking around saying, oh, well, you know, I'm married for 21 years. I'm married for 20 years. I'm married for 30 years. But how is your family? Do you have a happy household? That's the true question. A lot of times they won't answer that because it's all about how long they've been married for, not how happy they are, not how strong their family is, but how long they've been married for. Marriage is an institution. Marriage is a contract. Marriage is not the energy of the love between those 2 people. Sometimes there's no love. It's just a marriage. That's it. When it comes to that point, it's probably time for you to call it good.
Former Lt Governor Justin Fairfax shot and killed his wife inside of their home and then shot and killed himself.
Justin Fairfax served as Lieutenant Governor of Virginia from 2018 to 2022. He and his wife Serena have 2 children together. They are now teenagers. It was their son that called 911 at around midnight. According to court records, the Fairfaxes were in the process of getting a divorce.
Former Lieutenant Governor Fairfax was recently served some paperwork associated with an upcoming court proceeding that apparently led to this incident last night. Both of their children, teenagers, the boys older than the girl, were in the house when it happened. So that's horrible news for the family. Certainly a traumatic event for those children to live through.
Now, this selfish dude don't care about what his kids had to endure for the rest of their lives. Knowing that the trust that they saw, the trust they lived with in the house, the mom and the dad, the trust they had around them, ended up being the worst thing they could have ever experienced. The dad killed the mom while they were there. All they had to do was get a divorce. All they had to do was say, hey, you got the kids on this weekend, I got them on this weekend. That's all they had to do and continue living life. But you think about your child and you say, you know what? Why are we together in this miserable environment, dragging these kids through it? Why don't we split? We separate. We have a great, enjoyable environment. Both the kids have 2 happy homes now. But because you got a man who's a narcissist and he's so controlling, he says, I don't want to let you go. If I got to let you go, if you're going to hurt me like this, if you're going to leave me while I am a public figure and I got this huge ego and I got this huge persona, you're ruining me. You're ruining my career. It is not even about his family because he ruined the family. To kill the wife and then to kill himself and to leave those kids alive, what does he think about the family? He don't care because they have to live for the rest of their lives with no parent knowing that a father killed the mother. That is the worst form of abusive trust a child can ever have to witness, to see a father abusing a mother, but then to see a father murder the mother. The worst thing you can do to a child is leave that image in their soul for the rest of their lives. This man was selfish, very selfish, and I talked about this on my live stream last night, but because this man is black, you will not see the black community saying, well, it's her fault that she was with a black man. That's her fault. But yet, Ashley Janae, same black community, oh, it's his fault, it's her fault that she was with a white man. If she wasn't with a white man, this wouldn't have happened. Here we are today, an accomplished black man. It ain't got nothing to do with the race of the person, but rather who you actually choose to be with. And that was the problem.
Asked if the police had been called to the house for any previous domestic calls, Police Chief Kevin Davis recounted an incident that happened back in January.
Mr. Fairfax calls the police and alleges that his wife assaulted him. We responded to that scene. There are several cameras set up inside the house. Apparently, Mrs. Fairfax, at some point during these divorce proceedings, set up a lot of cameras inside the home. We reviewed those cameras, and we corroborated that the alleged assault never occurred.
Wow. So this dude, egotistical maniac, claimed that his wife assaulted him to try to get her in trouble. This is what these strong, powerful men do, these rich men do. They always accuse the woman of doing something to them because they can't take whatever they're accountable for, whatever they're responsible for. No, it's always on the woman. The woman did this to me. They came into the house and they looked through all the cameras and they was like, bro, what you saying really didn't happen. Now what? They know he's a liar now. Now the police know they won't trust a word he's saying. And he knows that, which is why he did what he did, because he already tried to lie once to get her in trouble and it didn't work. So he's like, well, since I can't get what I want with you, since I can't control the situation, I'll take care of the situation like this. This is a black man, not a white man. So for all you people out there talking about Ashley Janae, this is an accomplished black man who did this to a black family. I don't want to hear that it's based on race. I don't want to hear, well, if she would have just married a white guy, this would have never happened. No, these are evil men who do not love women. They're all out there in the manosphere, and they're telling you exactly who they are by how they talk about women. If they have no respect for them, verbally, vocally, believe them. Believe exactly who they are because they're telling you who they are. I don't like women. I hate women. I don't trust women. This is what they end up doing to women. We're going to keep staying on this topic because until we get to a point where we understand what we're looking at, I understand it. I've come at people before for abusing women. I've stepped in situations before of a man abusing a woman, and I've handled that situation. I'll continue to do so. Welcome to the barbecue.
And again, the Fairfax's 2 teenage children were inside the home at the time that this happened. They were not physically hurt, but certainly traumatized by what transpired here. And again, it was the son who made that 911 call. Now, Justin Fairfax at one point was a rising star in the Democratic Party.
So there you have it. The kids are the true victims out of all of this. The wife's family, victims out of all of this. All the friends that they have, victims out of all of this. All because of one man's choice. And you can't say, oh, well, it was a white guy. Had nothing to do with that. You can't pull the same story you was pulling with Ashley Janae. You can't do that. This was a very accomplished, successful black man. And he decided to wig out. Take out his family, basically. And the kids, they'll be damaged for the rest of their lives. They'll never get over this. If this is your first time at the barbecue, go on have a seat and let me make your plate. We still related because your baby mama, mother, brother steady calling me cuz we at the barbecue. Let me get a rib in the plate. It's like a black block party and I'm showing up late. I'm in my Beamer. Grandpa be giving me pound. Looking at my stock wheels, you know how we get down. Come and gather round, skin tone and different complexion. Niecy hug a baby looking like a mama reflection. Resurrection of the realest, illest. We be the old heads, pour us wiggle liquor on the ground for our folks did. I ain't even tripping off the drama Uncle Joe said. Better do them dishes, get you slapped across your forehead. Stunting in my pro kids, running with kids. Left the streets for the sweets, now I'm running the biz. I'm the whiz, scarecrow like Mr. Michael Jackson. If you looking for that work and I'm looking for that action, you can ease on down to the yellow brick road. Once I get to going in, then you better hold on. I'm that old school killer, lyrically a machete, defying every lion coming out the Serengeti. Hey, pass me that spaghetti, I ain't done with it yet. You better ask somebody, you ain't ready for Jeff. I'm that old school chef. Catch me grilling while I'm looking all around up in the spot. Now I got you suckers cooking at the barbecue. Go on and grab you a plate. On Teresa chocolate cake, got you watching your weight. We at the barbecue. I done told you before, I'm about to drop this mic and get a plate to go. We at the barbecue. Shout out to all the new subscribers out there, dropping on the channel, knowing how we cook around here, enjoying just laughing, clapping, having a good time. I appreciate it. Every time you get to the end of one of my videos, I'll always have something nice for you to listen to. Who's on out? We at the barbecue. we at the barbecue. This is how we do, we at the barbecue. Marcus Burry, always in the cut. Go check my man out on TikTok. He always dropping something new. Man, I love his productions. Always smooth and always old school.